was a game on the NFC side as well. 49ers taking on the Eagles. Brock Purdy trying to be the first rookie to lead his team to the Super Bowl. Jalen Hurts has other plans. Let's start it right here in the first quarter. Opening drive, 4th and 3. Jalen Hurts rolling out to the left, looking for Devontae Smith. 29 yards, the one-hand smash. Of course he caught it. Look at Devontae Smith. What is he doing? Why is he smashing his fist together?
Get to the line.
We talk about it all the time. If it's a questionable catch, let the guys know. Get to the line, snap the ball. You'll see it on the replay there. Shanahan does not challenge it. 2 plays later, Miles Sanders up the gut. 6-yard touchdown. Do your dance. Jason Kelly, get in there too. Kelsey, I love it. I love it. Sirianni fired up. All right, Brock Purdy, it is your time. 49ers ensuing drive. Purdy drops back, looking deep. Hassan Reddick hits him. Ball goes incomplete, almost intercepted. Linval Joseph picks it up, but it's an incomplete pass. Sirianni has other plans. Throws the challenge pass. Hassan Reddick, ball is out before it goes forward. The art of the challenge flag and what it can do. Brock Purdy telling Shanahan, I can't go. I can't go. They're working on that elbow. Didn't look like he could feel it. Second quarter now. Eagles ball tied 7-7. Jalen Hurts looking for A.J. Brown, almost intercepted by Jimmy Ward. But take another look. These two had a pregame altercation going at it. Jimmy Ward grabs him, spin move, flag, no flag. Shanahan doesn't think so, but they called it. Eagles keep the ball, hands off to Miles Sanders up to the left side. Eagles rushing the ball all over the field yesterday. 49ers fighting tough with their entire quarterback situation. Shanahan's still pissed off about the flags. You see a lot of that throughout the day. Josh Johnson now, it is your time. What a journey this guy's been on. Drops the ball right here. Hassan Reddick, the hero all over the field, comes away with it. Take another look. Ball hits him right in the hands, just doesn't hold on to it. Eyes look up, trying to make a play. Hassan Reddick fired up. This Eagles defense getting it done. Boston Scott, it's your turn. He gets the handoff, and he scampers in for the touchdown, putting the Eagles up 21-7 going into halftime. They're fired up at the link. Josh Johnson, you'll get a few more opportunities staying there. Third quarter now. Josh Johnson still in there at quarterback. 2nd and 14. Looking deep. Slay. Oh, come on. Almost. We expect him to make that. Falls incomplete. They're looking at Josh Johnson. You'll see why right here. Ndamukong Suh makes the hit. His head slams into the ground. He gets up kind of slow. Brock Purdy starts warming up on the sideline. Christian McCaffrey, they're trying to switch his helmet so he can get the speaker in his helmet. Just too much going on. Brett Kern right here, 4th down, on here, the punt. What else can go wrong for the San Francisco 49ers? Take another look right here. Kern is ran into by Jordan Mason. Roughing the kicker, comes back 1st and 10 for the Eagles. Shanahan is just like, what else can we do? Jalen Hurts punches it in. All celebrating.
All season, that's what they did. 4th and 1, just, we're going to beat you in the trenches, and that's what they did.
And that's what they did. Double teamed up front, finding a way. Grease the poles. You know what they do.
They take pride in that. I love that.
I know.
Eagles win 31-7. Take a ton of pride. Cheesesteaks and climbing up poles after they win. Love it.
Bus stops.
Let's take a listen to the head coaches and what they had to say after the game.
I wouldn't say we felt disrespected by any means, but we wanted to come out here and let ourselves know, and we knew, but let everybody know that, you know, how physically tough we are and how mentally tough we are. You know, no matter what was going to happen in that game, I know these guys in this locker room, we're going to keep fighting and keep ripping it. Because they've been through life's ups and downs, and they were built for this.
I mean, guys, there's not much to say right now. I mean, it was kind of tough to talk in there right after the game for everybody. I mean, I got more love for these guys than I possibly could have, and they got it for each other. I was real proud of how they fought out there. Our guys didn't shy away from anything. Thought they got dealt a pretty tough card today, or a tough hand, but. You know, I just hurt for those guys. You know, we really wanted to, we felt really good about this game. And it was a tough one, some tough circumstances. And we should have done a few things better, but I'm really proud of the group in there. And excited to look forward to talking to some of them on the plane.
All right, here they are.
Your NFC champions, the Philadelphia Eagles, are headed to Super Bowl 57. It's a good-looking graphic right there. We're going to talk about that team and the Chiefs the next 2 weeks, but let's focus on the Philadelphia Eagles. What stood out to us most in their win over the 49ers?
I thought the Purdy situation obviously was paramount, but the Purdy situation might not even mattered. And I know Niners fans say, no, wait a second. I don't know if any team was beating the Eagles yesterday with that defensive line and that pass rush. I just felt like every single time that they needed to play, the pass rush was there, and that's what it's been all season. Hassan Reddick has been an unbelievable story this year. He's been bounced around the league. As we know, he's with the Cardinals, he was with the Panthers, he's signing one-year deals here and there. Ends up with the Eagles, and he's one of the elite pass rushers of the sport, and he saved his best for last. Again, unfortunate situation with Purdy. It's a great what-if. Niners hung in there for 3 quarters. We talked about it. The roughing the punter was kind of like, all right, we just can't. There's no way we're winning this game. There's nothing that can happen. But I'm not sure if Purdy was ever going to get going with this defensive line. Look what they've done this season. As a pass rush, they've put up historic numbers. And they're on the verge, if you want to combine playoffs, if they have 5 sacks in the Super Bowl, we're talking about the greatest sack team ever.
That's incredible.
I mean, that's an amazing stat for a team that does not get talked about that way. We often talk about the run game and what they do on the offensive line. The defensive line's been amazing. So the game doesn't have an asterisk to it, but it kind of feels weird even like piling on and being like, they kicked their butt. I know the quarterback situation was everything, and yet let's not take away from how dominant that Eagles pass rush has been all season and what Hassan Reddick and those boys did yesterday.
That for sure. Also, the Eagles hung 31 points on the best defense in the league. They scored 31 points. But it's a pretty big what-if.
Huge.
Brock Purdy never lost a game. Their last loss was on October 23rd. We don't really know. This is how strange, let's just call it unique, this game was. That's a more positive. I found myself in the second half Googling through the Niners depth chart to say, what if McCaffrey gets shaken up? Who plays quarterback after McCaffrey? Do we switch Debo's helmet? Just let him run around?
Juwan Jennings.
Juwan Jennings?
Plays high school quarterback.
Okay, so you put in a high school quarterback in the NFC title. That's how weird it was. The game from the get-go, what you didn't see in the highlight, on the second snap of the game, the Niners are on defense, Fred Warner goes down, and he's kicking his legs like, oh, I think Warner might be out for the game. He comes back. Then you have the Devontae Smith non-review, which is massive and also inexplicable, and I think a huge letdown. Everything about Devontae Smith's body language was saying, challenge this. He knows it's not a catch. He's doing this thing, and they're like, run the play, run the play. Then Bosa goes down. Bosa gets clipped on the sideline. You're like, he's grabbing his knee. I think Bosa might be out. That is after Purdy. The best play going on early on for the Niners was the camera wire, apparently blocking one of the Eagles' punts, which they couldn't prove even with videotape. And that's not even to speak of Brock Purdy getting injured. It was a start-to-finish, played on a burial ground type game for the 49ers. Look, the Eagles are awesome. I think they were the best team left in the Final Four. I think they're the best team left in the Final Two. And the reason Brock Purdy got knocked out is because they hit the crap out of him with their pass rush. He didn't get injured falling off the bus. He was knocked out of the game by the Eagles, and credit to Eagles for that. I would have liked to see a real football game. This didn't feel like a game. It felt like, well, can we just flex Bengals Chiefs into the 4 o'clock window now? Because this game's over, and it was. Bizarre ending. The Eagles are an amazing team. I would have liked to see the Niners get to throw a few more punches. It's just terrible.
I agree with you both. It's a tricky game to break down because you don't want to take away from what the Eagles were able to accomplish. But, yeah, the 49ers, you're like, man, if it had gotten past the first quarter with Purdy, they still felt like they were hanging around. But the Eagles decided, I think, between the first and second quarter, like, we're just going to hold on to the ball, and we're going to get the hell out of town, and we're in our own town. They had the ball for 37 minutes. They had 25 first downs. If that doesn't scream, oh, we see how this is going, we see how just the gods are against the 49ers today, let's just hold the hell onto the ball, Jalen Hurts understood the game plan. What I've loved and appreciated most about this Eagles team is every game feels different. The identity of the team looks different every day. Some days, and I think Jalen Hurts feels it halfway through the first quarter. By the end of the first quarter, he's like, okay, I have a sense that we need to be running the ball more today. I need to be running the ball. Oh, you need me to have a couple explosive pass completions? Fine, I can do that too. He has an incredible feel and touch for the game that puts his team, and I swear the way he runs a game, it affects the defense as well. The entire team and game for the Eagles is lifted by the way Jalen Hurts handles himself at quarterback. It's contagious. It has this powerful leadership quality to it that I think is remarkable. We'll get into his story for the next 2 weeks, but what Jalen Hurts accomplished up until yesterday in his football career has been amazing. What he is about to do, playing in his first Super Bowl ever with what he came from, is remarkable.
Oh, yeah,
we'll talk about it too. But man, he just has this gift to control the narrative of a game and have control of his team that I think hugely impacted the Eagles yesterday.
Yeah, without a doubt. You go into that game and you're looking at it, and we said it last week, it was like, these are two juggernauts, and we're so excited to see the matchup up front and what this game is going to be like. And we didn't get a chance to see that, and you don't want to take anything away from the Philadelphia Eagles. And a ton of credit to the 49ers because this game was close. Even when Brock Purdy gets injured, it's 7-7. And the Eagles go down, score to make it 14-7. And the 49ers are driving until Josh Johnson drops the ball, and then it kind of just went downhill from that point. That was the play. And then you combine the next drive, the 49ers on defense have multiple penalties, which lead to a touchdown. But what I give the credit to the Eagles on is, like Jamie just said, they find different ways to win. One game they may beat you because A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith go off and they catch some bombs down the right and left sideline. Yesterday wasn't that. It was just like, all right, the 49ers are down bad right now. Their quarterback situation, everything they have going on. Let's just run the ball. And what you saw yesterday, you heard Greg Olsen talk about it, and he would say on one of the touchdown runs, look at the two double teams up front. And for guys watching, girls watching, you hear that. And then you look at two offensive linemen, and you see them